Today, our team will be taking you through the features of MoniTrack, how it helps school build their records, how it helps restaurants, how it helps entertainment places, and many other businesses. MoniTrack is open for everyone.
There are a lot of errors when it comes to tracking of payments. Sometimes we forget about it. Imagine that your school you have up to 1,000 students. How do you track to know that there's all the students are paying the money and you're tracking all that fees? So with the help of a software which is available on the computer, you can use your computer, you can use your mobile phone. We have an app for it. Anyhow you want to log into it, you can log into it with any device and use. So today I'm just going to give you a little rundown on how this could help your school to cut a lot of costs and help your school to avoid fraud. So if you look at my screen here, we have the admin portal where you, the owner of the school, can log in, or maybe your accountant or your staff, they can log in also. So logging in here, I'm logging in here, and then let me log in with my password. When I log in, information on this platform. Like you can see, your fees are waiting payments, staff approved leave, and all this information. If you see the dashboard, you see all our income, cash available, mobile money, and all the lines, right? And what happens is, if you scroll down, you can see everything all laid down, the total number of students that you have in your school is all shown. Sorry, it's all shown here. It's all number of students. Their monthly expenses is going to be shown here. So no need for you to calculate, bother yourself calculating anything. No. So this gives you daily rundown on everything for your school. All right. So let's look at this other section. We have the student information section. So under this section, you have the student details. This way you take the student admission. You know, before you apply for a fee to a school, to a student, that means that student must have been admitted already. And then we have the fee collection. The fee collection is very important because this is where we do all the fee payments, registration, tuition fee, whether it's installmental or not. This is where we handle that, the fee collection model. We have the income model. This is where you can generate all your incomes, you know, what comes in, what you're making, right? And then the expenses, what you're paying for, what are you spending money for, right? This also help. And then we have a couple of others like attendance, academics, lesson plan, the human resource. This is where you have all your staff directory, your teachers, your cashiers, your registrars, your whoever that is working in the school, right? And your payroll. All right. And then we go over to inventory. We have inventory where you have all your stocks of the things that you are, you know, what you are giving us inventory, maybe uniform, maybe toiletries, you know, all those kind of things. Then we have the reports. This is a very important part. On the report section, this is where you generate all detailed reports of all the activities, including your financial activities in your school. So let's do something here. Like the student information, let's just do something. We come to student details. Let's say I want to get an information, get one student's information. I click the class, right? Like this now, we have this program called mini importation, and then I click, I select which section, whether it's AM or PM. This section can be section A, section B, depending on how your school is, right? And then I search. Immediately I do that, see, it's generating all the names. These are all the names of the students that are in this mini importation class. And it can also generate their roll number, which makes it very interesting. Okay, so let's say this name, right? I want to capture and see how much they paid. All I need to do is click on their name. When I click on the name, it's going to show me the name of the students, their admission number. And now this admission number can be generated automatically. Our system can generate your admission number and also generate what we call the QR code, right, for the students. You see the date of birth of the students, the mobile number of the students. If you click on fees, you see all the tuition fees, the registration fee, right? You see all of them paid and paid. That means this student is not owing any fee. Attendance system, we have an attendance. So every attendance for this student, you can have it here. For documents, this has to do with, when sometimes when you admit students, you want to get their maybe their transcripts or those kind of documents, right? You can capture here. So here I can easily print detailed information of the students out. All right. Now let's go to the student admission. How can I use MoniTrack to admit a student? So I'm going to test one with one student. Class importation. Let's say the name is James. Middle name is M. Then the last name is Monroe. Right. The gender of the students is male, of course. Then here we check for the dates of birth of that student. So let's say the student was born in, let's just pick a particular year, uh, 2000, year 2000, February, 9th of February 2000. The mobile number of that student or the guardian. So 08888123456, right? The admission date, which is today. The student photo, right? The photo of the student, when you're admitting students, is good for you to have your uh, passport size photo for identification. This is where you upload it to. Now, if I want to get more information about these students, like I want to get like guardians and all that, there's a place that says add more details, right? So add more details has to do with any other information I want to get, right, from this particular student. So this thing is customized. The admission is customized based on the information you get, you want to capture when you admit students. So here, I want to assign all these fees to these students, right? So we've assigned the fee now. So you see this student now who's enrolling in mini importation has a total fee of $40 to pay for. So if we come down here, we come here and click save. Okay, so we did not select the section of that student. So let's say it's AM class, meaning it's a morning class. All we need to do is click save. So very simple. That's how we add the name of that student. That's how we admit the students. Now, these students have been admitted. We want to take the payments, the tuition fee or the registration fee, right, for the students. So what happens now is we move over to what we call fee collection. Fee collection. So if we come to fee collection, we click the drop down of the fee collection. There's a place that says collect fees, right? So I can search the students by the name James Monroe, right? I look for the class of the students, right? Then search. So then I have to select what is called, okay, go down, look for James Monroe. This is James Monroe, right? So with James Monroe, I want to collect the fee. So there's a place that says collect fee. So when you click on the collect fee, this is what happens. You've seen everything here is unpaid. The registration has not been paid. The tuition hasn't been paid. So what do we do? What if James comes and James says he has only the registration that he wants to pay for? So all we need to do is click on here, right? And then click on add fees. It's going to show you the registration, which is $10 US, and the dates, right? And if the payment is done by cash, set it cash, then you collect the fee. So you can do collect and print. When you do collect and print, this is what happens. It takes you to print the receipts. Automatically, it takes you to print the receipts of this student James Monroe, right? Class mini importation and the section. You can see the amount that he's paying for, right? And then mode of the payments, right? collected by. So this collected by is whoever, let's say your registrar or whoever log into MoniTrack to use to take this payment, the system is going to show it. And then what is the student paying for, which is the registration, right? Now you print it on your thermal printer. It's going to come out very clean. Now let's go to something very interesting. If I come here and then you see now it has been paid, the registration has been paid, but that does not mean that these students have paid every fee, as you can see, right? Okay, so this is just like a general overview of how this will help you to track the records. If I go to reports today, I click on finance. So under finance, I could see fee collection reports, daily collection reports. So I want to click on fee collection reports. So I want to know how much has been paid for the fee today. I click today, I select the class, so you can filter it, right? I can filter that, okay, I only want to see registration, right? I want to see only the payments that have been done to registration payments that have been done today. And collected by who? You see, these are all our staff, right? So collected by who? So now I can search. When you search, this is what's going to happen. You see James Monroe, right? See the grand total is $10 US. Now I can send this as an Excel straight up, right? I can also print it as a sheet. So this is very important. Now let's go to the income report part. For the income report, this is where you know how much you're making. I mean, that is coming in, right? So I want to check this month's income. How much do we get from income? Already this month I select it. You see, these are income, right? Grand total of $519 for the period of this month, right? Now, if I want to look at income or expense report as well, for expense report, how much have we spent, right? So for this month, I can click this month, right? Search for this month, then search. System is going to generate all the income. As you can see, everything that we do, everything, payments, everything that's going, you can see here, right? So, like I said, this is a general overview of the MoniTrack for schools. There's a whole lot on this system, and we have what we call the human resource. This is where you add your staff. What we call staff reports. You want to generate reports for all your staff. Okay, this is what happens. So these are all our staff, right? In that we have here on this platform. Then we have payroll reports. We have academic. With academics, is the classrooms. You can assign your classes, assign create subjects and sections, right? So this system, like I said, is pretty simple. It's just a general overview, a rundown on how it can help your school run the service very well. It's very effective, and it does all the heavy lifting for you. You don't need to calculate. Now, whoever is being fraudulent, the system is going to bring the person out, because it's what we call audit trail. So we have an attendance report as well. It's what we call audit trail. Audit trail, what it does is that basically anything that you're doing, the system stores it secretly. So it tracks all your information, most of those things that you do. So if someone is smart enough and say he wants to defraud, the school and all that without being caught, it's very easy, because what happens that when we go to the audit report will bring everything out to the student for you. You can see it's what we call audit trail report. Click here, right? It shows you the logins and their IP and the system they use in logging in. So this and what transaction they did. You see this new record inserted on user ID 25. All this can all be tracked. So, like I said, there's a lot to this. We click on the quick links, you see collect fees, income, student information, general settings, front office for admission inquiry. So these are, we have a particular section that maybe you can use to sell your information sheet when people are coming to ask for information sheet or and all that. Okay, so you can also send your email, bulk SMS on our platform. So if you're interested in this, all we need to do is give us a call. Let's have a meeting. Let's set it up for you, and then we take it from there. Thank you.
Print clean receipts. MoneyTrack. Track every money, grow every business.